You're coming in from North Station and you want to get leathered, it's not far to go to get to Mark Ellis. You don't have far to stagger back. What a grand doorway. Look at that. I wonder what that leads to.
You know, it's funny how they don't show any beer monsters on these artist representations, isn't it?
A bit of a mess, isn't it, really? It's banging in the Soul Suite. Wow. Look at this. Wowzers. Listen to that. Wowzers. Welcome to another video, Walk on the Wild Side. And I'm here in Blackpool. I'm in the town centre, Saturday, May the 13th, around about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm just outside the Salvation Army building here, the Citadel. This was built as a technical college in around about 1905, and then it became a grammar school. Just look at this building, isn't it absolutely awesome? Anyway, I thought in this video we'd take a little look around the town centre and we'll see what's going on in sunny Blackpool. I'll tell you what, it's quite a leafy area around here. They've got a few trees, you've got a little green here. Look at this here, this little green in front of this Salvation Army. That road there leads up to Sainsbury's. Yeah, Grosvenor Street. And if I turn around this way, can you see the tower over there? Look, there's the tower. Hey, I tell you what, there's some posh houses around this part of Blackpool. We're in the Rakes Parade area. Look at that house there on the corner there. Wow, that is amazing. So this is Rakes Parade, just down here. You see this road here? That's Rakes Parade. And as I pan around, you see a church there? Fylde Coast Church Alive, that's called. Yeah, and as I pan around now, we've got the old Citadel, the Salvation Army building, yeah, 1905, yeah. And it used to be a grammar school and a technical college. So there you go, there's a little look at where I'm starting the video. Let's have a little wander around town and see what's going on. So this is Church Street here, and Church Street is also quite rare in Blackpool. It has trees, there are trees on Church Street, look at this. The Salvation Army is now, they have like a soup kitchen in here these days. I think the soup kitchen is just up here. I mean, this building is, well, just look at it. Look at that there. Isn't it amazing? That's called Winston House, this section here. Can you see that? I think that leads to the soup kitchen. So there you go, that's a look down Church Street towards the east. You might be familiar with Church Street in town because Church Street goes right past the Marks and Spencers. It's got the Grand Theatre on there, St John's Square, the Winter Gardens, all have entrances on Church Street at the other end. But we're going to take a walk around here now and we'll see what's going on in Blackpool on a sunny Saturday. So I just had to break away there. I just met a lady there, fan of the show. She was just telling me about the drug problem that they have around here. Blackpool's got a pretty serious drug problem, and this area here, there's actually a place just down the road. I was looking at it before and I was wondering what it was, and I found out that it was a drugs treatment centre. So it's a bit of a shame because this area, Rakes Parade, all that round there, is where the Rakes Hall Gardens, Palace Gardens used to be back in the olden days. And before they built the Winter Gardens, the Rakes Hall, it was the premier place to be in Blackpool until they built the Winter Gardens. And yeah, the area has changed so much now. Yeah, so that's where I started, down there. And over there was Rakes Hall Palace Gardens. Yeah, you can check out Adventure Me's video on that. I'll put a link in the description. He did a video on the old Rakes Hall, the history. We're just looking towards this set of buildings here. Can you see these buildings here? They're new. There used to be a skiing centre over here. It was called the Alpine Centre, and it was really, really good. It lasted for years. And I used to go to church, and I used to get dragged to church back in the olden days, and the minister, our minister at Waterloo Methodist Church, he always used to speak about the Alpine Centre. I think he was a bit of a skiing person, yeah. Anyway, we're now about to come up to this junction here, we've got Regent Road on the left there, and just on the right here we've got Cookson Street. Yeah, so we all know about Cookson Street, don't we, on this channel. And Cookson Street has got trees as well. Look at this, trees. But it's not really famous for its trees though. It's Cookson Street. We do have this grand building here, which has a shop called the Lingerie Lounge in it. It looks very swanky, do you think? So we're now on Cookson Street during the day. What do you think? And look at those trees. I tell you what, you know these trees here? Allegedly, these trees here cost £10,000 each when they were put in. What do you think to that? Not cheap. And here's a look at the Regent. I forgot to mention the Regent Cinema, didn't I? There's the Regent Cinema there. They say it's haunted. Okay, I've just come across the road so that you can get a good look at this building here, this tiled building. I don't know the name of it offhand, but look at this doorway here, number 61. Look at that there. Isn't it amazing? What a grand doorway. Look at that. I wonder what that leads to. Like an old style shop here as well, look. Fast Pack. I think they used to have the Citizens Advice Bureau here, in this section here. Can you see? It says housing, parks and leisure. A lot of this might have been council at one time. This is empty at the moment, but I'm pretty certain that there was a Citizens Advice Bureau. We've got another grand doorway here, look at this. Wow, look at that there. It's amazing what you find when you look around, isn't it? That door looks original. But anyway, I could say a bit more about Cookson Street, but I'm not going to go any further up that way. But there are establishments up there which I have spoke about on my videos before. But I'm going to take a left down here onto Corn Street. Look at that view of the tower. That looks awesome. And by the way, you know, funny enough, yesterday I missed something here. Yesterday they were filming for a Beatles documentary or something down here. Yeah, they were actually filming. They had a load of old cars parked down here. They had, I could see that record store there, records and relics in the background, and someone had taken the picture of all these old cars lined up down this street here. They must have been only filming for yesterday, yeah. But anyway, as I turn round, this is Corn Street. It looks like there used to be a building on the corner here that was knocked down years ago. There's a plot there. And if you come here on a clear day and you look this way, you can see the Bowland Fells, the Fells of Bowland, straight down at the end of the road, right down there in the distance. Yeah, it's a pretty amazing view actually. Can't see them today, it's a bit too hazy. But I'll just give you a look at this building on the other side. Look at this. There's no name on it, and I can't think of what the name is offhand. But there used to be like a little arcade that went through. There used to be a golf centre, a golf clothing store. You could get clothing and all sorts of golf stuff. And you see that shop over there that's got Epstein's on it? Ah, hang on a second. This is part of the look at that, now I get it. That was me thinking it was called Epstein's. That's the set. That's the backdrop for the whatever they were filming. Look at that, isn't it amazing? Look. And they've got another one. I've only just noticed that, isn't it amazing? Look at it. I just thought that sign looks really old. I thought they'd uncovered an old sign, but there you go. This was the golfing store, and it's been dressed up to look like it was when the Beatles were going. Yeah, how about that? Amazing. Just over there we've got Stewart's Radio. I haven't seen Stewart's Radio open for ages. I might have just missed him, I don't know. But as we come around this building, look at this here, Stanley Chambers. Another grand doorway. Look at that door there. Looks original, doesn't it? Oh, and by the way, you know on the floor here, there used to be those glass bricks on the floor. I think there used to be toilets here, you know. There used to be toilets. I don't know if they were underground, but they were certainly in that arcade. Yeah, so that arcade, I think it used to go somewhere through there, and there were toilets in there. And those glass bricks down there, the glass bricks, you still see some of them in Blackpool. I think they led to cellars. So there you go, a bit of toilet history going on. Coming into King Square now, we're just going past what used to be Popeyes. This used to be Popeyes, they went for ages, but it's been empty since, look. This is King Square, look. Yeah, that used to be Popeyes. So I'll give you a look around King Square. Just over here we've got St John's School. One of the oldest schools in Blackpool, that I think, yeah. Heavily modernised now. It's now St John's Church of England Primary School. That's the brew room over there. It used to be the Stanley Arms, and it was where Blackpool Football Club was founded. And as we come down this way, that road there is called South King Street. The police station and fire station used to be down there, down the far end. That's bar 137 over there. I featured that in one of my videos. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to head down this road here called King Street. We're going to head down the side of what used to be the ABC cinema. Before that, there was the Hippodrome. It used to be situated right here in this car park here. And in the meantime, they've had a temporary dentist here. It's been the King Street Dentist Surgery, but that's now been moved to the new building, which is the Hop, the old Hop pub. There's quite a bit of work going on around here, isn't there? Yeah, so now this is King Street, and there's a massive development going on up here, and they've just put a new crane in. Check this out, look up here now, can you see that there? Massive tower crane they've put up here now for this office block for DWP. So I think this is to do with Warbrek. If anyone knows Warbrek, they've closed down the Warbrek site, and all the workers, all the civil servants are all going to be moved to this massive office block just down here. It's going to be huge. There's the Royal British Legion there. We thought that was going to be history actually, but it's not, it's still going. The British Legion is still going. There you go. We thought they were going to knock that down. This looks a bit 60s, 70s, doesn't it, this place? Here, look. Kingswood office supplies. So there's a little look down King Street there, where I've just come from. And there's that station is there. And let's have a little look in here, shall we, and see what's going on. They haven't even started putting the steelwork up on this place, but this is where St John's Market used to be. Anyone remember St John's Market? Yeah, this is the site of St John's Market. What's happened to all the markets in Blackpool? Hey, Bonny Street Market's gone. We lost St John's Market. And what about Abingdon Street Market? What's happening with that? Okay, so I'll just make my way back onto Cookson Street a little bit further down. Just going past W3 here. You can Google that if you want to find out what that place is. Got number 5 Charles Street there next door. Quite a lot of change around here. We'll get a look at the old pub, the old Hop pub, which is now a dentist surgery just up here. That jeweller's been going a long time, Clayton's. Back on Cookson Street again. They're the new council offices over there. That used to be the Tash nightclub. Who remembers the Tash and Barney Rubbles? Used to be right there. Be really, really popular, yeah. It was the best rock venue in Blackpool at the time. But we're now just in front of the Hop pub. I want to show you this on here, on this pub. This is what the office block is going to look like. Look at this. You know, it's funny how they don't show any beer monsters on these artist representations, isn't it? But this was the Hop pub. Who remembers the Hop pub? There you go. It's now the King Street Dental Surgery. Here's a little look inside the building site from the other side. Look at that view towards the Regent down Cuxton Street. What a nice blue sky we've got as well. We've got a shop on the corner here, corner of George Street, Premier. And this is the Talbot Gateway where we are now. There's the Sainsbury's over there. This is the council building here on the site of the Tash nightclub. So this is how it looks around here, but it's going to change again when they get that big office block up there. You can see the tower at the moment from here, but you won't be able to when that lump goes up. And there's the hop over there. I'm sure many of you will know the hop. So we're just opposite what used to be the bus station and the car park. It's still a car park, of course, multi-storey car park there. And it used to be the bus station on the ground floor, but it's now other businesses. There's a gym. We've got Mr. Bazri's, naught rating, by the way. Naught hygiene rating for Mr. Bazri's. Check out the McMaster's video for Mr. Bazri's. He went in there with a friend. It's got a naught hygiene rating, Mr. Bazri's. Okay, so we're looking back to where I just was before. Cuxton Street is just there on the left hand side, and the multi-storey car park. And this is what's going on around here, the Talbot Gateway. Look at that over there, we've got a Holiday Inn. That's where the new tram station is being built. It connects up with North Station. North Station is just over here, you can see down there. Can't get over this blue sky. It's amazing. This is the Sainsbury's. It's called Bickerstaff Square, by the way. Bickerstaff Square, named after John Bickerstaff, who was instrumental in getting Blackpool Tower built. Yeah, if it wasn't for John Bickerstaff, I don't think Blackpool Tower would have ever been built. Yeah, so it's very, very modern looking around here. There you go, Bickerstaff Square in that granite. Yeah, that grey granite reminds me a bit of Aberdeen. Looks quite fancy at night actually when these LEDs come on. And they've got these sets here on the road here. Yeah, so it's big changes in Blackpool here at the Talbot Gateway and at many other places as well. Tell you what, it's pretty busy here. Looks pretty fancy, doesn't it? There you go, there's the side of the Holiday Inn there. And as we look down here, you see it says there Talbot Gateway, doesn't it? It's got a land out going behind me. And we've got another artist impression here. This is what it's all going to look like when it's all done. We've got the tunnel going through to North Station there. No beer monsters again, notice. Doesn't everyone look... Everyone looks quite dressed up, don't they? There you go. Anyway, there's an entrance to the car park there. And we've got a gym. This is where the entrance to the bus station was, right here, yeah. You used to come flying out of it. It was all open. Now it's a gym. So Blackpool doesn't have a bus station. I'll tell you what, I can hear banging music. I think it's coming from Mark Ellis. But there's a, I've mentioned it before, but there's a doorway here. You see this doorway here? This led downstairs to toilets. You see that there? I wonder if those toilets are still there. I have a funny feeling they will be. Just here we've got Warwick's Amusements. There used to be a nightclub next door called Sapphires. Hiya. Just going to head over the road here. Yeah, I think that music's coming from Mark Ellis. There's Mark Ellis over there. Very handy for North Station. If you're coming in from North Station and you want to get leathered, it's not far to go to get to Mark Ellis. You don't have far to stagger back. But anyway, let's have a little look in here, shall we? Let's get a bit of an update on the new tram station. Look at this, what can you see? We've still got a tower crane in there. I'll tell you what, these tracks are looking a little bit rusty. What do you think? They need to get them used, don't they? it looks like it's still a bit of a way off yet before this is finished. And it's been a long time in the making. I'll tell you what, it's banging inside Mark Kelly's. That's Prudential House over there, looking down Topham Street that way. So there's Mark Kelly's there. We've got Brian Rose's fitness gym on the second floor. This is Dixon Road we're on now. Take a little look around here, shall we? This is the hoarding here, making Blackpool better, Talbot Gateway. We'll have a look in there from the other side, shall we? Coming up to the Pride Village now. They have lots of gay bars and hotels in this area. We've even got Blackpool's newest chippy right here, the Catch. Look at that there. Look. Let's have a look in here, shall we? And there you go, look at that. Can you see anything? How far off are they from finishing all this off? Any ideas? Well, it's not long ago that this was the massive Wilko store and multi-storey car park. In fact, it was one of the first videos that I ever filmed on the channel, knocking all that down, yeah? It's all very different now, isn't it? So as we look this way, we're looking towards the old Odeon Cinema there, which is now Funny Girls. Funny enough, talking about Odeon Cinemas, it's absolutely crazy, really. You're not allowed to turn right here, man. People always turn right there. You're not allowed to turn right. But anyway, never mind. Yeah. So that used to be the Odeon, it's now Funny Girls, very, very popular entertainment, drag show, that sort of thing. And the other Odeon in Blackpool, the one at Central, is due to close down, so we're not going to have a cinema in Blackpool, are we? What are we going to do? Anyway, I'm going to head down this road now, Queen Street. This is the road that I come down quite a lot at night. Not this part of it, but the other part near the promenade, yeah, it's where all the banging clubs are. We've got Walkabout. We've got Bar 19, we've got the Soul Suite. So let's go down there and see what it's like at this time of the day. So that's where I just was there, looking up Queen Street towards Dixon Road. And we used to have a Woolworths down here. We're just looking at the back end of Woolworths. That building there was a Woolworths, yeah. It's now a Home Bargains. This building here was a job centre, a purpose-built job centre. It was built on the site of an old church, I believe. And I think there's supposed to be a plaque somewhere to mark the site of the old church, but I can't find it. I don't know where it is. But we're now at the corner with Abingdon Street, and there used to be Caves Corner on the corner. Who remembers Caves Corner? They sold all sorts of gifts, souvenirs, and it's now a tattoo parlour. Yeah, they're springing up everywhere, aren't they, tattoo parlours? I've never been interested in having one myself. There's a rundown block of flats over there, which have been like that for years over there. And this is probably one of the grandest buildings, certainly in the town centre, next to the Winter Gardens. It's the Central Library. Look at that, isn't it amazing? Wow. So we're looking down Abingdon Street there. If you carry on down there, you'll get to the Winter Gardens. So look at this block here, eh? Wow, this has been like this for, well, a decade. 3 separate properties. One of them around the corner is actually getting done up, but look, this is what happens when you have like derelict properties, isn't it? You get flyers on there, don't you? It's a bit of a mess, isn't it, really? Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, really, when you think about it. It's just across the road from this. Something's got to be done with this place, hasn't it? I've just noticed on the back end of the library here, we've got a doorway that says juvenile entrance. Do they have like a separate entrance for the kids at the library? Let me know in the comments if you know anything. Anyway, there's a church next door. I don't know what the name of it. It's now Little Rainbow's Day Nursery, but I don't know what the church used to be. But there you go. It's another quaint little church here in Blackpool. There's quite a few of them. Yeah, so there's that church there on the corner of Springfield Road. This is Springfield Road now, and we're just opposite the Baptist Tabernacle building. Look at this here, another grand building here in the town centre of Blackpool. Now, there are some beer monsters just down here. You do get quite a few beer monsters in this area, so I won't go down that way. We're going to head back this way, and we'll head down Queen Street. Okay, so we're heading back to Queen Street now, and just on the corner now, and just around the corner from those derelict properties. This one here, they've actually started to do it up, although it looks like it's been abandoned again. They've actually started to work on it. It looks like the windows have all been changed. It was called the Continental. Can you see it there, the sign, Continental? Yeah, so I've not actually been down here during the day. I can't remember the last time I came down in, probably when I came down in the morning. You know, when I came down in the morning, I came down in the morning to check up on the mess. Look at this awning here. That's quite fancy, isn't it? They've got the Slug and Less's pub in there. And just on the other side, we've got another bar. It's called Sherlock's, and they've got quite a grand front to it as well. Look at that there. Queen Street. During the day, this is a bit different, isn't it? Just over there, we've got Bar 19. Mystique, not open. Crazy Horse, not open. Not been open for ages, those. I'll tell you what, it's quite noisy. I think the noise is coming from the Soul Suite down here. There's Walkabout. That was very popular with the young farmers. In fact, Walkabout welcomed the young farmers, and now look at this, it's party going on over here outside the Soul Suite. Look at this. I'm going to have to be careful though, because the music might be copyright, so I'll just give you a bit of an idea. It's banging in the Soul Suite. Wow. Look at this. Wowzers. Amazing. And look at Walkabout. It's so quiet at Walkabout. Wow. Bit of peace and quiet in Walkabout for a change. If you want some noise, go to Soul Suite. Anyway, we're going down the Strand now. Oh, he's a well-dressed gentleman, isn't he? Just going past the... It's not open at the moment, but there is a strip club there. This is Fubar's, by the way. Yeah, DJ Fubar. Very famous in Blackpool. He used to work for the Nordwinds Syndicate. This is the Strand. Just going past Pop World. We're around the back of the Trilogy nightclub. This is the old Royal Bank of Scotland building on the corner. I've been in there. It's been turned into Airbnbs. Tell you what, I can smell takeaways. A mixture of kebabs and pizzas and burgers. This is a Counting House. That's another place that was absolutely banging on the young farmers. We're now at Talbot Square. Look at this. Check this out. Oh, I can feel the heat from this one. And check out these tram benches here. Look, aren't they smart? Look at these. If you come to Talbot Square, you've got to have a look at these. Maybe sit on one of them. What do you think? Little tram bench. Just over there, we've got the town hall, of course. Blackpool Town Hall over there. I'll give you a look round the Premier Inn on the site of the old Yates's Wine Lodge, of course. And there's the Royal Bank of Scotland there. And this used to be the Midland Bank Counting House. And just down here we've got the North Pier Hotel. That was a grand hotel back in the olden days. Yeah, view of the tower there down Market Street. Look at that there. There you go. Ooh, hello. Ooh, got quite a heavy police presence. The police do have a presence in the town centre, in fact, just the other side of the town hall over here, yeah. Because remember, when Central Police Station closed down, was it 2018? They built a new headquarters just on the outskirts of Blackpool. Yeah, near side. So they're out of town now, but they have to have a presence here. Of course, you know what it can be like on a Friday, Saturday night, especially down this road here. I caught a bit of action on my young farmers video. There was someone kicking off, but it wasn't a young farmer, by the way, it was someone else. But this is Market Street. We're just round the back of, check that out, Yates is there, that building there, Feldman's Arcade. If you look at the front, it's got the name on the top, Feldman's Arcade. It was an old music hall. Not many people notice that. Not many people look up and notice these things. But yeah, this is where the buses stop here. It's also a bus lane as well, so if you're driving around here during the day, you might need to be careful. You don't want to drive into the bus gate, otherwise you're going to get clocked on camera. There's the Wetherspoons. I think we'll head down this little road here, shall we? People handing out leaflets here for clubs. I'll tell you what, look at that dry ice coming out of Brannigan's. Oh, look at that bright light. We're heading towards the promenade now. I'll tell you what, it's banging down here. Listen to that. Wowzers. The novice bar here. We're just going past the night at Blackpool's smallest pub. On the left-hand side there, we're coming out onto the promenade now. Look at this bright light. Wow. I think we made it, folks. Look at that. We made it onto the promenade. Let's take a look around, shall we? Robert's Oyster Rooms. You see that on a lot of old photographs, yeah. And there's Shenanigans. It's always banging in Shenanigans. And of course Yates's, I mentioned that. It's the Feldman's Arcade building. It used to be a music hall. Bertram Feldman was a music mogul, and he used to own that. He also used to own other places in the town as well. There was a theatre named after Feldman. I think it was the old Queen's Theatre where Bankhay Street is, near Woolworths, around the back of Woolworths, around that way. There used to be a theatre there. They used to have little booths as well, music booths, where you could listen to music and buy it. Well, it's absolutely banging here on Blackpool Promenade. That's Shenanigans, look at this here, wow, it's just, what an atmosphere. Yeah, there you go, looking down the tracks there towards the tower. How about that, eh? Look at that blue sky, amazing. Here's a little look out towards the Irish Sea. Look at this, folks. I bet you wish you were in Blackpool, don't you? Especially when the weather's like this, looking towards the North Pier there. There you go. Can't beat it, can you? So there you go, that was a little look around Blackpool Town Centre on the warmest day of the year, Saturday the 13th of May. And a little bit of history thrown in there too, a bit long form as well. I didn't cut much out of this video. And we finished up here on the promenade. Now I hope you like this video. If you do, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I'll see you again on the next one.